So next up, I bring to you CEO Infinity, Mr. Javier Medina. Javier, are you there, sir?
Yes, I'm here. Can you hear me?
I can hear you. The call is yours.
All right, thank you. First and foremost, thanks for the recognition and the love, June. I appreciate it. And like my brother and my best friend, business partner CJ said earlier on the call, CO Infinity was just really a teamwork. It's like a trophy that you get as a team for really, giving the tools and the training to duplicate. And before I even dive into, any business building tips, I kind of want to share with you guys, what my econ has allowed me and my family to accomplish. You see, 3 years, we've been in my econ for about 3 years, right? And in that time frame, before we even got involved with my econ, I was a little younger, about 21 years old. And I had accumulated over $67,000 in high interest credit card debt. My once perfect credit score had crashed because of maxing out all of my credit cards. I had $0 invested, nothing, right? I didn't even understand the terminology of investing at all. And then to top things off, I didn't really understand all the tax minimization stuff. I was already a high income earner at another company, and I didn't really, I didn't pretty much, let's just say I used to pay a lot of taxes. Let's just leave it at that, right? So my econ itself, like what my econ actually provides, the memberships, the strategies, had really put us in a position to change our lives. Like just today, me and my wife, we made a big payment to our credit card debt, and we lowered our credit card debt. Now we used to be at $67,000, and today we hit $5,000, right? Our investment accounts went from zero, nothing. We didn't even understand terminology of investing to now over 6 figures in our investment accounts. So my econ has really put us in a position to what I like to call kind of like plant the seed for generational wealth. So if you're involved with this company, first and foremost, like I want you guys to be excited and be excited to share this stuff. Be excited that you're going to put someone in a position to win when you share my econ of people. You're literally putting families in a position to change their entire financial situation and create their own personal financial successful economy, right? And like that's something that should drive you every single day. So what I want to go ahead and do, right, is I want to get into some training on how you can start building the business and how you can start building that additional, paycheck with this business. And that maybe eventually it'll get you in a position where you're able to retire from your job and start doing this business full time. But it really starts with, first and foremost, a lot of people, when they start my econ, when they start, I like to say any type of business, they have to understand that you have to be the person that you want to recruit, especially in network marketing. You want to be the person that you want to recruit, right? And let's look back really quickly. Let's look back at the things that your sponsor had that made you say, look, I'm going to trust him or her with my money, with my family, and I'm going to get involved with this company. You have to really look back at the things that your sponsor had that made you make that decision. Were they funny, dependable, energetic, positive, uplifting, right? Inspirational? Did they have integrity? Were they determined? Were they consistent? What characteristics of a person did that individual have? And very important that I want all of you guys to understand is when you're building my econ, look, it's not something external. You don't have to have the external materialistic items to be able to, hey, get someone interested, but it's more about who you are internally. A lot of people, they use the excuse of, I can't build this business because I don't have the paycheck yet. I can't build the business because I don't have the house yet. I don't have the cars yet. I don't have the lifestyle that I want yet. Therefore, I cannot do it. And those are just reasons. That's just another reason that you're adding to your list of excuses, because no one starts with that flashy lifestyle. Everyone starts from the bottom, and it all depends on who you become as a person if you're going to be able to build this business, because this is a business of people. And who you are as a person is going to define, how far you really go. So if you want to recruit more people, how do you become a better version of yourself so you can attract more people? You know what I mean? So here's an example, right? Let's say you said it was inspirational. Like the reason you joined your sponsor is because they were inspirational. So how did you know that they were inspirational? How did you know that it was inspiring? Maybe you should post your story, right? Maybe they were inspiring because they went from this to this. And I'm going to give you an amazing example here, right? We have an individual on our team, and her name is Bonnie Roberts. And she got started, last June. I like to believe like last June in 2020 is what she told us. And the reason she got involved with my econ, the number one reason is to take advantage of the My Credit system, right? She wanted to fix her credit. And she got in a position where she brought her credit score from a 450 to a 830 now, I believe is what she said, and then removed over $200,000 in student loans, medical collections, and all kinds of collections combined, but removed over $2,000 of negative items off her credit report. So that was her story before she even started making any money. Look, before even January, around January, she wasn't making that much business income. And she didn't let the fact that she wasn't making money hold her back from going hard, because she knew that she had an amazing story. She knew, for the simple fact that she went from being homeless to, getting those negative items removed, to fixing her credit, to now being in a position where she's about to buy a home. She knew that story was going to take her far. And just last Thursday, guys, she quit her job and now she does my econ full time. I want you to hear that, right? Just last Thursday, that happened. And it all started because her story. You see, a lot of people, they hold back from telling their story because they compare it to other people and they believe, hey, it's not as great as theirs, so I can't do it. But understand, your story makes you unique, and it's what's going to allow you to get that inspiration out there for people, to attract the people that you want to get involved in your business. Whether it's, hey, they need to fix their credit, and then it goes from I wanted to fix my credit to no, I want to build a business. I want to be where you're at. Maybe they join because they need the income shifting. That's all they wanted. They see the value. And now they're like, hey, I need you to mentor me. I need you to be my sponsor because now I want to build a business. I see the value this company has to offer. And I want to share it with people, So like Catherine was also saying before me, bringing people in for what the company, My Econ, has to offer is crucial. But also always remember, it is also very crucial to build a team, to get people in a position where, hey, they change the situation, but now they also want to go out and build the company. They want to go out and build their own paycheck, build their own security, build their own residual income. You know what I mean? So look, you should tell people your story. Tell people, hey, you went from this to this, because if you're in My Econ and you have a story. I mean, we've heard amazing testimonies this morning from many individuals. That's their story. And think about in this day and age where social media is so powerful. Imagine being able to attract all kinds of people from all walks of life, from California to Nevada to New York to Florida, all across the nation, simply by telling your story, being that content creator, putting that content on TikTok, going live, getting exposure for your business, and you're attracting the right kind of people that you want to your business, and then you start growing the business. So since we're on that topic of how to start recruiting, I want to give a very key advice that I feel like a lot of people do. And it's stop talking so much. Okay. So your objective should be to close that sale and then build the relationship. I know that a lot of traditional network marketers, it's backwards, but we live in a fast-paced world now. Where if you're talking to complete strangers that you don't even know, keep it simple, close the sale, and then build that relationship once they're in the door. Automate your recruiting process as much as possible, because recruiting should be your easiest phase of the business. It should be the easiest thing to do for you and your team. That should be something that you should try to automate as much as possible. So once they're in the door, you can develop that individual, get them duplicated as fast as possible, get them their first paycheck as fast as possible, get them plugged into the ISM membership as fast as possible, build that relationship, and then invest your time in that individual, because number one, they already made you money. And number two, now they're another investment, because once they start to succeed, you already know, overrides and residual income. It's in your best interest for them to succeed. That's what makes network marketing so powerful is, when you help others in this business model, you win by default. So you win simply for helping other individuals. So I hope that everyone's taking notes, because I'm a strong believer that note takers are the money makers. So I hope that you guys have been taking notes throughout this entire process. I also hope that I wasn't going too fast, but for all the people that are on YouTube, because I really want to feel you guys' energy. And as a matter of fact, I am here on the YouTube watching live as well. So if you're on YouTube, right, I want you to guys go ahead and drop a fire emoji. If you're getting value so far on this Super Saturday, drop a fire emoji, and also make sure that you give a shout out to yourself, because you made a decision to be here on this Saturday morning on a training that is pretty long, but it's full of value-packed value. It's going to allow you to elevate your life, your entire business, your finances, and get you in a place that you want to be. So give yourself a pat on your back for even making it on this Super Saturday, right? That's like the first step right there of being determined to make this happen. So I also want to cover that social media is a necessity. Okay. So if you're not on social media, you need to start, because and I want you guys to write this down. These are the 3 things that are going to allow you to build a team, going to allow you to go from gold to platinum to EVP infinity, and then CEO infinity. These are the 3 things, okay? The first thing is exposure. Exposure. You always need to be showing the business, period. You always need to be showing the membership, period. You always need to be showing my econ to at least 10 people or more daily. Improper exposure is putting somebody in front of some information, whether it's, a my econ opportunity call or a video from the AMS marketing system, or a YouTube video that my econ provides. They provide a lot of great YouTube videos that are presentations. Exposure is putting somebody in front of information. The second thing is you need to be posting on social media at least 3 times a day. And if you're next level, like, hey, if you're platinum trying to get an infinity, that like 6 times a day. If you're an EVP infinity trying to get a CEO, 10 times a day. You know what I mean? Like, the production goes up based on your goal. The production goes up based on your goal. And to be honest, I would focus on TikTok and Instagram. Like, our team 6 figures has completely cut out Facebook as far as building the business. The only reason we use Facebook is to go out and build our team, communities, like Facebook groups, training, stuff like that. But to build the business, we have completely cut out Facebook, only because like Facebook, it's so hard for the average person to get any people interested in what they have to offer through Facebook, because their algorithm is just not it, right? Versus TikTok, a brand new person can get on there and get thousands and thousands and thousands of eyeballs to their video, to exposure to their business, and they can blow up. So we're not going to go into too much depth with that, because, if you haven't learned about TikTok or Instagram yet, I'm pretty sure sometime soon, CJ's going to be on. CJ's going to be on next Tuesday. He's going to give, pretty sure, some valuable information on TikTok. So you can say that for Tuesday. But look, you need to be posting at least 3 times a day. And what you're posting to consist of is 3 things: inspiration, education, motivation. If it's not inspiring, educating, and motivating nobody, don't post it. Don't waste your time posting it, right? And these posts can be a mixture of stories, of videos that you put together, of pictures if you're doing on Instagram. But it's very important that you do a minimum of 3 a day, because if no one knows you're in business, if no one knows what you have to offer, if no one knows your story, then nobody is going to join you. No one knows who the heck you are if you're not exposing yourself. And in any business, I don't care what type of business you have, if you have no exposure, you don't have a business. If you have no eyeballs, you have no business. And you have to understand that you're partnered up with a company that has so much value that they have to offer. Over 80 million people in this country have bad credit. Over 100 million people in this country have a job and can benefit from the W-4 strategy, right? And can also benefit from the tax minimization education softwares that will allow them to cash flow more money. Over 60 million people are drowning in debt, and we have a solution to their problem. Even more people don't know how to invest. I was one of them. I was one of them. I had no idea about, I had no terminology on investing. Thanks to my econ, I now have an investment portfolio. I am now building for my future. I now have my money working just as hard for me as I am working for it. So you already partnered up with a company that has the solutions. All you have to do is be the middleman or the middlewoman and bring that traffic, bring that exposure to the company that already has the solution. You see, I'm a strong believer that you should not overcomplicate things, simplify them, because it truly is simple. Simplify them, right? But with that said, guys, that is now my time. And, again, pat yourselves for being on this Super Saturday. And thank you, June, for the invitation.